actually founder of Cumberland Advisors, wrote an article here recently that his trout that he caught at the Trout Ranch was a world record. And we find that experience to be true across the board when we have friends and individuals that come up and spend some time with us. The fish they catch there are typically are their lifetime records.
Absolutely. The trout that we're pulling out of there, we've caught some that are close to 30 pounds. And we're talking rainbow trout that are getting that big, and some German browns, and fish that these trout that you typically don't find near that size. And really it's a tribute to many factors, but some of the resources that we have up there.
30 pounds, that's bordering on a small whale there.
Yeah, it's funny. We just had someone compare the size of fish that they caught to the NBA All-Star and Hall of Famer Karl Malone's leg or thigh. So we've had some big fish that come out of there.
That's right.
Oh my gosh. So now how come the fish grow so big? Is there a secret sauce that you guys have going on at the Trout Ranch, or what makes them go to the size that they are?
Yeah, Cody touched on resources, and one thing that makes the Trout Ranch very unique is the water. And we've got some studies that have been done by some world-renowned professionals that date the water that comes through the Trout Ranch back a couple of thousand years. And previously, before Cody and I were involved in the ranch, our partner sold ranch all over the United States.
Sold fish.
Or excuse me, yeah, sold fish all over the United States, and it was always the same outcome. Everyone that bought the fish, typically, billionaires across the country for their streams that they were populating, all had the same comment, and they had never seen fish like this anywhere else. And we really feel like it's attributed to the water and the expertise that our partners have learned over the last 30 years.
So 2,000-year-old water.
Yeah, meaning that the water fell from the skies 2,000 years ago, or during the Roman times, meaning that water hasn't been polluted with the everyday pollutants that we see on a daily basis, and it's very interesting. It's been filtering through for that long, and it hasn't seen the light of day for some 2,000 years.
That's right.
So now, is this water something that you can drink, or something that your guests can have opportunity?
It is, yeah. And Cody just mentioned, but most of the time that water has not seen the light of day, until it lands in your glass here for the last couple of thousand years. So it's something that everybody ought to be able to experience.
Well, that's amazing. That's amazing. So now you have an annual event going on. Or how can people get up to the Trout Ranch? What's the what's the secret to getting access to the property and being able to participate in catching these world record trout?
That's a great question, Alan. Really the way that someone could get involved with the Trout Ranch is everything is on a private invitation only basis. It's very exclusive, just for the fact that it's something that we like to share, but it is what it is because we have been able to keep that a secret. And so we do host a number of events that allow access to the ranch. And Cody, you might be able to talk more to that as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, we do a variety of events, and really what we focus on is the sport behind fishing and the things that we grew up doing and we cherish. And we have an annual cast and blast event, we call it, where we do some fly fishing tournament. We set it up very unique, and in fact, you'll end up catching a lot of fish. And something that we really value is conservation. We do like to, make sure that the fish are healthy and that they're able to give the best fight possible, but they're also returned in good shape. And so that's something that we've really.
So you don't allow your property to be overfished then?
Correct.
That's
yes.
correct. Yeah.
Has everyone that goes there usually gets good fish? And
yeah, we've been waiting for the first person to come and get skunked. We've got something very special and surprise.
Absolutely.
But it hasn't happened yet. So in fact, to give you a little bit of basis as far as the type of fishing, in our annual cast and blast tournament, in an 2-hour period of time. Our winning team typically catches about 1,300 inches of fish.
1,300 in how long?
Over about a 2-hour period.
2-hour period, 1,300 inches.
Yeah.
Wow.
And those are typically teams of 2, one fishing at one time, having to tag off after the fish is netted. So there's some amazing fishing that's being done, and it's been fun to be a part of it.
Absolutely.
So if I have a corporation and I want to take a company event up there, is it open for that type of a venue? Or?
It is, and it still is very selective, through associations and relationships, introductions. But we're always open for new opportunities and new relationships to get to know good people, and really afford them the opportunity to appreciate the world of fly fishing.
You don't want everyone on the property though, but just if they have the right venue and you feel that it's appropriate, you'll let them come through that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
At the end of the day, we want to feel like whoever comes up to the ranch leaves as a friend, a dear friend to us, and that's kind of how we've always worked, and we want to continue that.
So there's no internet, no phone. You got fishing. What about food? Do you feed the people that come there? Or what? How do you eat?
Yeah, I think we answer that question with that. We've got a couple of world-class chefs that were trained in world-class schools here in the United States and Europe that provide world-class cuisine, and there's a flavor for everyone.
Wow, what do they serve? Give me some examples of.
Yeah, it's been really interesting. They've really taken what they've learned overseas and here in the country, and really incorporated the tastes of the West, or where we're at. And so some of the things that you'll find are steak and some Dutch oven potatoes, but they're done with a world-class flair.
That's right.
Unlike you'll see anywhere, I venture to say, and the pastries are next to none. I mean, they are unbelievable.
Yeah, the ribeyes are the size of your plate.
Wow.
And
and it's done with